Hi guys, welcome to today's class, and I hope this meets you well, fine, and fully functional too. So today we'll be continuing with content planning and creation. It can also be said as content creation too, especially in the realm of social media marketing. And for those that are just watching the clip for the first time, um, the course is social media marketing, and we have been able to do a comprehensive introduction to what social media marketing means. We've been able to do a comprehensive introduction on the introduction and overview of social media marketing. We've been able to talk about the trends and the various roles involved in social media marketing. We've also discussed about social media platforms, advertising, and the next place is content planning and creation. Content planning and creation, and then after this, we would now be moving into the various techniques that you need. How do you use the trending AI tools and trends too, such as Canva and various sites that we are going to be sharing with ourselves. So stay with me while we proceed. So today, like I said, we are going to be continuing from the lesson number 3, and I assure you it's going to be more value packed. So social media marketing, in summary, just simply means the process of marketing on the social media platform. What are the various social media platforms? We have Facebook, we have YouTube, we have WhatsApp, we have Twitter, we have Instagram, and we have Google. We also have TikTok. So many of them. I gave an assignment in one of the classes where I said you should make a research of the top 3, and also do some of the basic assignments in your bio and all of that. I hope you have done that. So today we'll continue with what we understand by content planning and creation. Before you jump into marketing on the social media space, you need to have a proper understanding on how to plan your content and how to create those contents so that you have planned. So let's dive into it. So in today's world, especially in the social media angle, in fact, the world is revolving around the social media marketing, revolving around the social media. So content is key. Like I said in one of our previous classes, the social media are platforms that are created without content. You hardly see a platform that has its own inbuilt content. It is we, the user, that we are going there to feed it with content. We are the ones going there to feed it with content. So in return, we get what we call monetization and brand publicity and all of that. But that is just one angle. So in today's world, social media marketing, content is key. How we are being able to stand out depends on the amount of content that we can actually put in for ourselves. Depends on the content we can actually put in. So what is content, and what exactly is content planning and creation? How exactly does it come into play? So the ability to craft compelling and relevant and engaging content is key to capturing the attention of your target audience and building meaningful connections. Content planning and creation involve a strategic approach to curating messages that resonate with your audience and align with your brand's goals. So, having known what content planning and creation is, we all know that in the social media space, he who thrives the most on the platform has the more visibility, and not just anyhow content. You need to be different, you need to be unique. If you paid attention to the recent classes where we talked about why social media, advantages of social media and all of that, we've discussed how you could stand out and all of this. So having a special content, not just a special content, content that is targeted to your audience, to your niche audience, to your niche, that is where social media stands from. So you should be able to craft compelling and relevant, and not just relevant, it has to be engaging content. That is one of the key to capturing the attention of your target audience, and by so you'll be building meaningful connections. So target planning or content planning and creation involves so many strategic options. I shared a video on the platform where this guy doesn't speak. The only thing he does is just use body language to create content, and he's doing very, very fine. So that is his own approach. One way to actually stand out is by doing what we call a buyer personnel. Like, try and know who is your audience, who are you selling this thing to. Like, for instance, someone who just gave birth, that has a newborn baby, and now wants to now buy baby materials and all that. He will not go to a shop where they are selling provisions. The same way as those people that are selling the baby materials, they will not look for someone that hasn't had a baby in the last couple of months, or someone that is not even planning to even have one in the next few months. So their target audience will be newly wedded couples that are heavily pregnant and all of that. So when they know who the audience is, it is easier to create content that match those kind of target audience. Musicians, for instance, now they have separate followers. We have some that their own music is just about blues and all of that. We have some that their own music is all about high reggae, and so each personnel has different audience. I don't want to use followers. They have different audience, and before you can start marketing on the social media space, then you need to have at least the basic idea of content planning and creation. Like I also said in one of our classes, you might be a social media marketer, and where you find yourself, you might need to do more than just a social media marketer. You might be the manager, you might be the tutor, you might be so many things all in one. So having the basic skill is also very, very important. So content planning and creation involves so many strategic approach. You have to be strategic. Someone that is going in for a TV reality show and needs a social media manager is not just looking for a social media marketer. He's also looking for a manager who can manage and manage the whole platform strategically. So this is what we'll be discussing in today's section, and stay with me while we move. So why do content matter? Effective content planning lays the foundation for a successful media strategy. It ensures that your messages are cohesive, consistent, and purposeful. In the social media world, you have to be consistent. Consistency is one of the most important things that you should take into cognizance. Consistency. Then, by mapping out what you will post, like content planning will give you an idea of what you will post, when you will post, how you will post it, and at the proper time. In fact, we'll be sharing ourselves with some tools here, which I will still share, which is just necessary for us to go through all these theoretical parts before we go into the technical area. So by mapping out what you post, when you post it, and how you engage your audience, you set yourself up for a more organized and impactful social media presence. I will be sharing with you some social media platforms as an example. So you would see for yourself how organized and how beautifully laid those platforms are. So we will be sharing ourselves more on that. So the act of content creation is where creativity meets strategy, and it involves designing visuals, crafting captions, and choosing the right formats to convey your message more effectively. When we were, or probably at the beginning of the lecture, I played some videos where I was discussing, where you were able to see that each social media platforms had separate requirements. They all had separate requirements and all that. So content creation is where creativity meets strategy. You have to be creative. There are some skit makers that the only thing they do is video. All their video is based on comedy. Their creativity is meeting the strategy of their post, and they are not just producing every week. Some are doing once in a week, some are doing twice in a week, some are just posting and creating content only on Saturdays, some are doing theirs on Fridays. So you have to be creative, and you have to have a proper strategy to back it up. So the act of content creation is not just about creating content, and content could be visuals, it could be just text alone, it could be probably you are even traveling and then you saw something funny along the road. You can just pick up your phone, record it, and upload, as long as you have a proper caption, a good visual, and then the right formats to convey your message. That is just it. So whether it is a striking image, a captivating video, or an insightful blog post, or a very funny meme that probably people are actually going towards, then your content should resonate with your audience and evoke genuine reactions. Let me tell you one thing: in this current age, the best way to actually capture an audience in today's current world is by jumping on trends. For instance, the latest trends as of when this video was made was the current network disruption that happened some few days ago, and everybody is jumping to that trend already. Everybody's already going on some other platforms to be like, okay, this is not fine. Okay, something that used to be the number one is now the number 5, blah blah blah. So people are jumping on trends. The same time when there was consistent increments in fuel price, which is still currently ongoing, people still jumped on it too. Everybody's making content out of it, and it is so. In fact, this is the best time to be alive as an human being. This is the best time to be alive. I keep asking myself, what kind of life were the older generation living? This is one of the best time to be alive. Anything you want, you can get it within the palm of your hand. In fact, a tutor and mentor of mine would say you have the world at the tip of your hand. You have the world at the tip of your hand. So your content should resonate with your audience, and it should also evoke genuine reactions. So what are the key steps in content planning and creation? Number 1 is understanding your audience. Before creating content, it is crucial to understand your target audience preferences, your interests, and your plain points. That should be plain points, it's not pain points. So, and then you should be able to tailor your content to address their needs and engage their emotions. Like I would always stick to a baby material manufacturing company. Their content will always revolve around babies, around mothers. There's this particular airliner that has been really spending huge on social media marketing. When you stroll like 2 lines, you see them already. It is British Airways. Their content will be resonating around those that are traveling, those that are going out, those that are going on a long travel distance and all of that. That is where their target audience will be. So understanding your audience is very important. Okay, me for instance now, I manage a sneaker company where I sell quality sneakers and all of that. My target audience will be those that could conveniently and affordably buy those those products, not just someone that is not in need of it at the moment. It is someone that could buy it, someone that could really buy and have a proper understanding of what they are actually buying. So when you've known and understood your audience, the next one is defining content themes. Defining content themes, whereby you'll be able to organize your content into themes or categories that align with your brand's value and goals. This ensures that your posts have consistent focus and reinforce your brand's identity. So developing a content calendar too is very good in content planning and creation. I would share with you guys how you can generate a content calendar, how you can have a proper content calendar that you can at least be able to plan ahead. And with Facebook and Instagram, you can be able to schedule your posts from one platform. In fact, all of these platforms has options whereby you can schedule post ahead and all of that. Twitter has, TikTok has, Facebook has, LinkedIn has, and all of that. So developing a content calendar helps you to plan ahead by creating a content calendar. Like for instance, I can record myself today, everything I want to teach in the next 1 month. I can record everything today, then schedule it to be released bit by bit for the next 6 months. And it's just like working a day to rest for the next 6 months. That is just it. So when you have a content calendar, it helps you to plan ahead by creating a proper content calendar that outline what you post and when you will post it. I'll show you examples of that as we move ahead. So this helps to maintain a consistent posting schedule and ensures that you are prepared for upcoming events and holidays. In fact, you can schedule and post, and you can schedule and plan. They are two different things. So when you schedule and post, you've actually created those contents and then you've told the system to automatically post it out for you. But when you now schedule and plan, you just outline it like you have a physical 4 weeks planned calendar, but you are not posting yet. You just want the thing to just be there and all of that. So that is schedule and post. Is a bit different from schedule and plan. So with developing a proper content calendar, it will help you to plan ahead by creating a content that outlines the post, and this helps you to maintain a consistent posting schedule and ensures that you are prepared for upcoming events and holidays. So crafting compelling copy, you should be able to write too. One of the very most important skill of a social media marketer or a social media marketing expert is the ability to craft compelling copy. There's no way you get this full package like this. Most people will just jump straight to advertising and you will lose all these details that you should know. So your captions and messaging should be concise, engaging, and aligned with the brand's voice. You should be able to tell a story, ask questions, share insights, spark people's curiosity just to engage interaction, because the social media marketing technical part works with what we call data algorithm. Like if you go online now and then you search keyboard, you'll be surprised that in the next 20 minutes marketing companies that sell keyboards will be trooping into your DM or trooping into your timeline. That is because of those people run an advert which is called show to all, or anyone that is interested in that product. So as long as they have that product and someone is asking for it, automatically it will show on your DMs. Then the next one is utilizing visuals. Visual content is incredibly powerful. It is incredibly powerful at the moment. And when you invest in high quality images and videos that captures attention and then convey your brand's personality, you'll be able to stand out and then be seen well. And in fact, when it comes to visuals and sound, people can manage a bad visual, but they cannot manage a bad sound. So if you are taking this course to actually be more of a social media manager, then you need to focus more on the content part than on the marketing part. When you are a social media manager, you are more into creating content. When you are in the social media marketer, you are now more into the advertising realm. So what we are doing at the moment is the content area, like the management area. So once we are done with all this, we'll now focus on the advertising area. So experimenting with formats. Don't be afraid to try different content formats. Do live videos, do polls, do quizzes, do behind the scene glimpse, and try and keep up your content so that it is fresh and engaging. Then incorporate user generated content, whereby you encourage your audience to create content related to your brand. In fact, as of the time that this video was made, one of the easiest way to get advice from your co-workers is to ask them this question: okay, if you are the CEO of this brand, what will you do differently? By that, you are doing two things. You are giving them a sense of trust, to trust you, and then you are also giving them like a seat at your table, like you are making them feel among the owners of it, and indirectly they will tell you what they want. So you can also apply these tactics to your business. You can also apply these tactics to your social media marketing angle, to your social media content creation, whereby you can talk to people more directly via text. Then the last one is you have to be authentic. In the digital age, authenticity stands out. Be known for what you say you are. Be true to your brand's identity, and then also the values and voice. Authenticity builds trust and fosters genuine connections with your audience. By mastering the act of content planning and creation, you'll be equipped to captivate your audience. You'll be equipped to share valuable insights. You will also be equipped to build a loyal and very responsive community around your brand. I know of so many people, so many personalized persons online, that their areas of niche is just that maybe they are just writing things about money. Okay, how can a young person earn money? They will gain more traffic because as a young person just striving out, you are looking for ways to earn money, and that is where people would actually want to see. So once your text or your post resonates with the audience, they follow you. And Facebook, for instance, has a page like limit, but has an unlimited followership limit. So let your creativity flow, plan strategically, and embark on a journey of crafting content that resonates and leaves a lasting impression. So in the realm of social media, in terms of content creation is one of the most easiest things to do at the moment. You don't need to have all the gears in the world. You don't need to have a big screen system. You don't need to have the latest iPhones. You don't need to have every thing on your tip. You just need to just have a mobile phone, a good camera mobile phone, and then start shooting. Choose the platform. Some platform works best with landscape videos. Some works with portrait videos. YouTube and Facebook, for instance, would fit in very well with landscape. Landscape will fit in very well. If you post a portrait on YouTube, it's going to see it as a short. If you post a portrait on TikTok, it is coming up as a full clip. So you need to understand the basic differences with all of these different things, and by paying attention to this, it will give you proper understanding of how your content should be created. So the next place we'll be moving into is module is actually on branding, trends, and strategies. Like we have just concluded this angle, which is content planning and creation. But before we move into branding, trends, and strategies, we are going to show ourselves some basic tools, because like I said, content involves around text, it involves around visuals, it involves around what else again? Then it involves around some basic AI tools that we are going to be using. Like I said in the previous class, this is one of the best time to be alive. So we will be discussing the various tools that you can use to create your content. I'll start with the first one, which is your mobile phone. You can use your mobile phone to generate or to create content. I have loads of video recordings which I can show you guys. Like, you can use your mobile phone to generate content. You can use your mobile phone to create content, to record, and also feel very much in the content creation world. So okay, well, since we can't find that now, let's not delay ourselves. So we'll bring it up in our next class. So before we end today's section, content creation is very, very important. You'll be needing some tools. For instance, if you want to create a text-based content, I'll be sharing with you the tool called ChatGPT. We'll be using ChatGPT for that. Then for visuals can be pictures, visuals can be videos. It can be videos, it can be, so you can use your mobile phones to record, you can use a camera to record and all of that. Then I'll also be showing you some basic AI tools that you can use, but basically we'll be using Canva. Canva is the tool that we would be using for that aspect. Canva is the tool that we will be using. Then on AI tools, we'll be using some AI tools I'll be showing you some AI tools that you can use to generate content for free. You can use to generate content for free. And speaking about that, major focus will be ChatGPT, Canva, and ChatGPT, Canva, and which other one again? ChatGPT, Canva, and then probably we'll just do like a rough search of whichever one I feel that it is needed for the class. So let's proceed. Now we are moving into the practical aspects gradually, and also yes, content calendar too. How do you generate a content calendar from all of this? So now let's proceed. Like I said, we'll be using ChatGPT. I believe many of us knows what a ChatGPT is, but for those of us that don't know, what is ChatGPT? ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence. Is a free to use AI system It is used for engaging conversations, gain insights, and also to automate tasks and witness the future of artificial intelligence. It was developed in the year 2022, late 2022, and based on the large language model, it enables people to do so many things. So, as a social media marketer, you shouldn't shy away from this option. You should not shy away from this option. You should not. So, now let us dive into ChatGPT. This is the web page here. Let me see if I can copy. Okay, as a new person, this is just click on the first one. You can see the first one here, which is chat.openai.com. chat.openai.com. So let's wait for it to load. Chat.openai.com. The network is a bit bad, but let's see if it will roll up. Let's see if it will come up. Okay, so the network is really bad at the moment. It's really bad at the moment. The network is bad. What about Canva? Let me see if Canva will come up. Okay. Both ChatGPT and Canva, both are not accessible at the moment. Okay, without wasting of any of our time, since the network is really down as of the time of this video, we are going to just leave those practical parts, and then we'll dive straight into branding, trends, and marketing and strategies. Branding, trends, and strategies. So what do you understand by branding? What does branding means to you, and all of that? So there are basic steps of branding. We have a lot of them, but let's just quickly do a short recap on it. So branding. I would have loved to hear from you and also hear your insights on what you feel about branding. But in today's world, when you know your audience, how will your audience identify you? It is by brand. They identify your brand, not even you. They identify your brand, not you. So, in summary, in the ever-evolving landscape of social media marketing, the trend of branding, trends, and strategies play a pivotal role in shaping the brand's identity. So, there is a trend, branding, trend, and strategies. With a proper branding, with a proper trend, and with the best strategy, you will be able to propel a brand to where it should be, and then you'll be able to connect with the audiences and achieving your various marketing goals. So now we are now going to now discuss more into the main essence of those trends, and the trends involve branding. It involves branding, it involves trends, and it involves strategies. So branding is more than just a logo or a color palette. It's the soul of your business. It is the impression your audience forms about who you are, what you stand for, and how you differentiate from competitors. Social media platforms provide a canvas to express your brand's voice. Canvas in this term means they provide you so many options that you can use to express your brand voice, values, and personalities. Then thereby forging a very deep and authentic connection with your audience. It also gives you the option of navigating trends with different finesse. So the digital world is a playground of trends, and riding the world of these trends can elevate your brand's visibility. Staying attuned to the pulses of social media trends allows you to infuse freshness into your content and remain relevant in your audience eyes. Be it challenging, we've actually discussed this in the previous slides. We've discussed this in the previous slides. So, how do you now craft effective strategies? That was what I wanted us to go in here before we came here, but the network is not really our friend at the moment. The network is not our friend at the moment. Okay, the network is not our friend at the moment. So I think we would have to stop here, and then we will continue from this place in our next class. Please look out for the assignments attached to this video, and I wish you all the very best of luck. Thank you very much.